What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out the debut single from the band Sanctum Pyre, and the name of this song is Break Thy Chains. Now this band is a new project from the fella behind Battle Symphony, and he's got none other than the mighty Rob Lundgren on vocals. You may know him from Mentalist fame and lots of other projects. Really busy guy, but so that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about. So without further ado, let's give it a listen. Ragers, go. really cool song. I like the heaviness of it, the ripping nature of it. That ending there with the, Rob is like, break thy chains, and then that guitar comes in, that was just tight, that got me pretty amped. Man, wow, Rob just sounds phenomenal on this song. I mean, he just does such a killer job. I mean, the way he delivers the lines and just his voice, I mean, he really, really killed it here on this song. It was just a joy just listening to him singing on this bad boy. So, yeah, I mean, what a great choice, as a vocalist for this new project. Especially, I mean, we already know how great he is, but hearing him on this song is wow. He really did a phenomenal job. And the song itself, I would say the two highlights for me on this song were the guitars and the vocals. Those two just really were very impressive. I liked all the guitar riffs, especially that speedy one, the almost like thrashy kind of riff. A lot of the guitar, it's like I said before, it's like ripping, it's pretty heavy. And the song itself, it has like a very heavy sort of feel to it, a pretty heavy sound. But it's also nicely melodic. It's like spread out. It's not like you get little moments of just focused heaviness or anything. It's like it's got a heaviness to the song, but it's kind of stretched, and so I think that lends itself to a nicely sort of like melodic feel, but also just like a what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like a journey, if you will. I mean, it makes it lends a sort of like epic sense to it, as opposed to, again, just like real focused heaviness, a shot of adrenaline, and then that's the song. It like drip feeds that heaviness throughout the whole song. And so I thought that was like kind of a cool vibe, the way that it was constructed that way. So again, I love the guitar riffs. I love the solos. It's like there's like a few sprinkled throughout. There was one I kind of thought that was like the bridge, but then the bridge, and you get like another solo later, which I think that was more like the bridge, and then you get that sick moment that I loved with the piano, and then the violin in there. Oh man, that section was so tight, so tight. This isn't like a critique by any stretch. It's just like a thought, I guess, that I have. But it's glorious the way that it is. Maybe it's just my own curiosity to see what it would sound like with this other thing. But maybe after that section with the piano and then the violins going, as it goes a little bit, maybe like the vocals could have like chimed in a little bit with like a nice kind of falsetto-y sort of vocal in there, just a little bit, just to kind of add to that vibe. But again, it's perfectly fine the way it is. I think, again, that's just kind of like my own curiosity to be like, oh man, I wonder what that would sound like in there. But I love that spot. I love the solos. All the guitar work was awesome. And I like the vocal melodies too. It kind of grows on me. It's like the vocal melodies aren't like the kind where it's just, oh, you get this like catchy melody and then that's it. Again, the song has an interesting approach where things are kind of like spread out a little bit. So the melody, while it's nice and it is somewhat catchy, like I was really enjoying the vocal melody and whatnot, but it's not like one of those just things where it's like, oh, hey, insert obligatory super catchy chorus here and call it a day. No, it just went with the flow of the song more, and again, it just lent itself to that sort of expansive kind of like journey. Like the song itself, it really just kind of feels like a journey as opposed to just a concise little thing there. And I thought the vocal melodies, were real solid and fit that sort of thing nicely. And then just the way that Rob delivered the lines, I mean, he killed it. I can't overstate how awesome he sounded in this song. The only like critique I would say about the song is a little bit. I think in some of like the production, there's a little bit of fuzziness. And I think for the most part, I think the guitars sounded real good, like the way that was mixed in and recorded and all that. The vocals sounded great. I think the drums, like, it sounded like sometimes when the drums were going, you could really kind of hear them. There was a little bit of a fuzziness, like around the edges, a little bit of the drums, like a little splashiness. And, I think that would have helped this. Maybe if there's like a little bit more polish in there with some of like the mixing of some of the things, particularly, again, I'm singling out kind of the drums, the way that they sound in the mix with the song. I think that's where some of that fuzziness is coming from. So, that's not the easiest thing in the world. I know, without a doubt, getting that production there and getting all that stuff to sound like super like polished and all that. But I think a little polish, evening out those rough edges a little bit. I think predominantly it's in the drums. I have to listen to it some more, but that's kind of why I pinpointed that fuzziness. I think that would make the song sound a little bit more crisp. But aside from that, again, the guitar sounded good and most everything sounded good. There's just a little bit of that underlying fuzziness in there, like in the mix. But yeah, aside from that, like, I think it's a real solid song. The guitar work was great. That awesome thing in the bridge I love with the piano and the violin and those vocals. So it looks like maybe this band is taking a bit more of a heavy kind of power metal approach. This new project. So yeah, and I'm here for it. And I'm very curious to see what they do next. What else they got. So yeah, very intriguing stuff here. So let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What you think of this song here? Are you looking forward to more from this new project? And yeah, let's talk about it. I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.